A bill to ban texting while driving in Texas is well on its way to becoming state law.
And now a bill to ban texting and tweeting while lawmaking here is waiting for its turn. All new at 6, KXAN's Josh Hinkle takes a look at the change this bill could have for tech-savvy legislators.
When he's not busy pushing bills through the House, Representative Aaron Pena spends a lot of time on Twitter. The Edinburgh Republican is by far the top tweeter among lawmakers at the Texas Capitol, with nearly 7,000 messages to date, most in the 6 months since re-election.
It gives the public quick notice of what's going on.
Tweets telling constituents about his work make up the bulk of his messages, but you'll also find some personal things too.
What does he like? What does he dislike? For example, you get to know what they do on the weekends.
Bible verses, jabs at political competitors, and like several of his colleagues, the occasional joke about each other. They're the kind of electronic messages Representative Todd Hunter wants to keep out of public meetings.
I also think it's very rude if you come in and you're a witness in a testimony provided in committee. I should be listening and looking at you, not on my BlackBerry.
Beyond distractions, his bill would ban tweets, texts, Facebook messages, anything not related to the job, so public officials across the state will better understand the rules when it comes to open records. And right now, all messages are subject, and they start to add up. We looked for every tweet put out by senators, more than 4,500, and in the House, more than 22,000, with a grand Twitter total of nearly 27,000. Have you ever tweeted during a committee meeting?
I don't recall me tweeting. Have I used a BlackBerry? Very rarely do I use a BlackBerry message.
I do that all the time.
Twitter pros like Pena might have to cut back in committee meetings, but the bill allows everything on the chamber floor. And while he doesn't like the idea of less communication, he agrees some things probably should remain personal.
When I tell my wife I love you good night at night, that's somebody's business, and I like to keep that private.
I've made a list of every state lawmaker we've found who has a Twitter account. Check out my political blog. You can find a link on KXAN.com. At the state capitol, Josh Hinkle, KXAN, Austin News.
Well, the bill's author says it will set a precedent for the entire nation when it comes to public meetings. Right now, the bill is still in committee, but should be considered soon.